If you'd like to see how I'm going to transform this clear vase into this rhinestone and crushed glass glittery vase, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube! So today in this video I'm going to be adding some crushed glass and some glitter to this vase. I purchased this years ago, I think from Walmart. I think it's about maybe 14 inches tall and about 5 inches wide. Well, it gets a little wider towards the bottom. I want to say I didn't pay any more than about 20 bucks for this, but I want to change it. I had it on this little small table, a very small little, I guess, console table, but I want to switch some things up. So I think what I'm going to do, at first I wanted to take some silver Rust-Oleum chrome paint, but I don't really feel like dealing with spray paint right now. So what I'm going to do is just take some of this apple barrel paint from Walmart and paint it gray. This is a pewter gray. I'm going to paint the whole thing gray, let that dry, and then I'll add some of this fresh glass that I purchased from Michael's by the brand Ashland, and some of this chunky glitter, and add it to the vase. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so I'm adding on this gray acrylic paint, or if you like to, you could use spray paint if that's a better option for you. It's really optional. You don't have to paint it, but I just think it looks better to have a color behind it. Like, for example, if I was using red glitter, it would just be much bolder if you just paint it red first, then go over with the red glitter. So the gray made sense because the glitter is silver. And I only did one coat. This wasn't something that needed to be perfect. I just needed to have some type of gray background. You could use a paintbrush, but sometimes I feel like the sponge brush lays a little better. So I allow that to dry for maybe about 30 minutes to an hour. I have this liquid glass tri-art, and I'm going to use this because I prefer this over Mod Podge. If you don't have this, don't worry, you can use Mod Podge. So I'm kind of going section by section, and I want to make sure it's, like, you know, wet enough to hold my glass. I'm going to put my crushed glass on. This stuff holds my crushed glass so good on my canvases, I thought it would make sense to use it here. So I'm going to do the crushed glass first, then I'm going to go over it with the glitter. I'm using this chunky glitter, and I purchased this glitter it's an 8-ounce jar from papermart.com. Chunky glitter is like now my new favorite glitter. And this is like a holographic effect. You see how it has all those different colors hitting on it? It is so pretty. And when you use a chunky glitter, like to even do a wine bottle or something like that, the coverage is amazing. And you only need like one coat, maybe two if you want. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and roll it. And let me come that way. I knew there would be some fall off. So what I'm going to do is just do this portion next. Okay, so now I just turned it slightly. I'm kind of letting it dry, not like all the way dry, but I don't want all the glass to fall off too soon. I want it to dry on there a little bit, and then add my glitter and crushed glass. So it's like I'm trying to turn it like a clock. So in between, I'm kind of just waiting like, about 30 minutes. I would say about 30 minutes. So it is taking up some time, or you could just do it all in one whop. I just think you'll have more of your heavier crushed glass fall off. You could use less crushed glass. You don't have to use as much as I did. I think I used quite a bit. I like to use more of it because I like that textured look. So I'm just going to continue on doing the same thing until I'm finished. This is so sparkly and pretty. Like, you can already see the transition taking place. It's just really giving it some like sparkle and dazzle. The vase being clear was nice too, but I really like it with this glitter.
I'm just trying to switch some things up around here. And this is just to give you an idea of how you can make something old that you have so much more updated and modern.
That I'll be glittering. And then if there's some touch-up areas needed, I don't think it is, I'll work on those as well.
Okay, so I'm going to make this the final section. It's a little wide, but I think this will be pretty good to do this last. So I can go ahead and knock this out and move on to something else. And I kind of scooped up what I had in this little bin. I'm trying to keep down the mess because this glitter and stuff gets everywhere. And this glass is really sharp. So then I just added a little bit more of what I had. But, you know, scoop up what you have and put it back on.
Remember, some of this will quite a bit maybe, will fall off once I move it. Then whatever's locked on is locked on. And then once I let this dry, I'll let this sit overnight. Once this dries, and be careful because this is real glass, so be careful. Use gloves if you have to. Once I let this dry, then I'll go ahead and seal it so that it'll stay locked on. If you don't have Tri-Art liquid glass, you're more than welcome to use Mod Podge. In my opinion, I feel like Mod Podge takes away from the shine. So that's why I use the product that I'm using, which I really, really like. But this is looking really good. I'm glad that I did paint it gray, or if you can spray paint it silver or something, it will help it. I think it'll help it look sparkly and shiny. And it also just looks better with the background having some type of gray or silver to it. So okay, so it's been quite a few hours. So I'm just gonna pick that up, let that fall off. I see one little spot where I probably just have to put some glitter, and that fluffy brush is just gonna help me see what's not gonna stay. It's very sharp too, so you really want to be careful with something like this. Or maybe put a couple layers of the liquid glass, so that would help dull it out a little. Not dull it out as far as the shininess, as far as just to touch. Or if you don't want to deal with it being like that too, what you could do is just do glitter only. I think it looks very good, very, very sparkly. But I just want to dust off what's not going to stay and see where I need to fill in. So that's what I'm going to do. So after reviewing everything, I can see a couple spots where it's not that noticeable, but I want to go in with a little bit more glitter in some of these spots. Well, it is kind of noticeable. So I'm going to use Mod Podge, and I'll tell you why. Mod Podge is thicker, so I'm able to pinpoint this spot a little better as to where I'm trying to fill in. Now, you saw me use the liquid glass, and I love that product, you know, but it's very runny. And if I was to pour that on it, it'd just run everywhere else, and that's not what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just trying to pinpoint a couple spots that I just want to hit with a little glitter. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to pinpoint my spots that need a little more attention. And I'm going to use my arm. This is heavy too, you guys. This will probably remind you of like a cup turner. You know how people have those cup turners who do, ooh, it's kind of hard. Okay. See that spot? Oh, maybe I should have showed it to you before I put the glue on it. But it's just some little spots, you know. And this, and especially with this being, you know, so thick and white, I can really see where I need to shake my glitter at. So I'm just doing some little touch-up spots. Then I'll let that dry again, and then I'll seal it. It's pretty nice and full on this side, but I see a little bit right there where it needs some touch-up work done. And I'm just kind of just blotting that in. I don't want to do a pulling motion and pull anything off, even though this liquid glass holds it down pretty good. I still want to do like a blotting motion. Touch up, touch up, touch up. And then you can see right there, it's missing a little bit right there. And right here, I don't know if you can see that or not. Ooh, my arm is starting to hurt. This is heavy. Okay, ooh, let me kind of rest my arm. Okay, so now I just kind of shake really, really good on top of the spots that I can visibly see because I used the Mod Podge. and just fill those spots up. So that's what I'm going to do right now.
Okay, so I'm almost finished. What I'm doing now is I'm sealing this crushed glass and this glitter. I let it sit for probably, I think, about a day. Make sure everything was nice and dry. And this is really runny, nice runny consistency. So I'm just kind of spreading it, gently spreading it all over. But it really basically spreads itself. This was so heavy, my arm was a little sore. I'm going to let this dry a full 24 hours and I'm going to reveal it to you. Okay, you guys, here is the final finished result of this vase. I love it. I absolutely love it. It is so sparkly. It's so pretty. It's nice and heavy duty. It already was like a nice solid vase. I'm not sure how much I paid for it, but I'm sure it was probably $20 or less from Walmart. And I have it on this table that I redid, and it's under this painting. This is not where it's going to be, but I'm just showing you this painting because I use the same combination of crushed glass and glitter on this vase. I love it. So I hope you receive like some really cool ideas of a direction you can go. Maybe some old vases you have and you want to kind of remix them. This is also cool if you go to like the Goodwill and you find some vases and you don't like the color of them, or if they're glass. Get you some Mod Podge or some liquid glass. Put it on there. Add some glitter. You can add some sparkle to it. Now what I don't have in it is any vase filler or flowers. That's something I'm not that good with. I have an aunt who is the bomb at decor, like home decor. So I'm going to get some ideas from her. Or if you know of where I can get like some really cute, like I guess bamboo sticks, I guess I could try like Wayfair.com and maybe Amazon. Or you know how sometimes they have those cute feathers. So I want to try something in the vase, but I really like how it came out. I love it. So I hope you guys like it too. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up or share it on Facebook. And I hope you subscribe. If you do, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload some new videos. Thanks again for watching, you guys. Bye-bye. Check out our website, myroyalradiance.com, and we do carry faux leather inspired designer fabric for your crafting needs, luxury inspired croc charms, as well as iron-on patches and much more. Enjoy the coupon code MyRoyalBeauty10OFF. Check out our website, crtacticaldefense.com, where we do sell in-waistband gun holsters, belly band holsters, and many more. Please check out my discount code VIBES for a special discount for my subscribers.